Hey guys, feels like I should have an introduction, but I'm just gonna kind of skip that and just go right into talking about the book. I think one of the things that I'm most interested about with Pride and Prejudice is probably the different depictions of marriage and the kind of discourse that occurs about marriage. Well, maybe not discourse, but the kind of thematic threads surrounding marriage, and what makes a good marriage and what makes a bad marriage, and the way that we see marriage being kind of used as a social convention, particularly when it comes to wealth and that sort of thing. But then I guess what I immediately want to call real marriage, but like marriage with more depth, marriage for the purpose of love, which is what the purpose of marriage should be after all. And the way that the story draws thematic meaning and weight out of the conflicts that occur both for the good marriages and for the bad marriages, whether it be the whole kerfuffle with Lydia and Wickham, or the troubles that Darcy and Elizabeth face as they're getting together, or Jane and Bingley, etc., etc. I think it's all very cleverly written. I think that Pride and Prejudice could easily probably get knocked as being a little bit cheap, or kind of really like any other kind of chick lit, right? But I think it has a lot of depth to it that goes unnoticed or unperceived, and perhaps is forgotten because of things like I think it's 2005 adaptation of the movie, which, from what I've heard, it's a little bit more chick litty. I do think that Pride and Prejudice is a little bit weird genre-wise, just taking a detour from what I was talking about real quick, just because it kind of it's the thing that kind of begets the chick lit genre, but it seems to stand outside of it to some degree, and perhaps doesn't follow, I don't want to say the tropes, but the kind of trends. It doesn't feel cheesy. Maybe it was cheesy for its time. I don't know. It doesn't feel, I suppose chick lit normally gets knocked, like I was saying, as being shallow, but Pride and Prejudice doesn't feel like it's shallow. Now, granted, maybe I just don't have enough knowledge about other chick lit, but that's besides the point. That's about really all I've got.